And here we are again with After Class. It's Parker's Day 4. Mr. Parker's underwear. Huh? My phone? What time is it? Still half awake, you stretch your limbs. They made a cracking sound. That should do it. You got up and looked at your phone. It seemed like it's still early. So tired. As you sat down, your stomach growled. It was telling you that you're hungry. I'm hungry, but I'm tired. But I'm hungry. What should I do? I'm still tired. I'm going to sleep some more. You decided to go back to sleep. You set a timer on your phone to wake you up later. Let's go back to sleep before I lose my... tired. Your timer went off and it kept ringing. You woke up and grabbed your phone to turn it off. That's enough sleep. I'm going to shower and go to school. I have to eat a lot in the afternoon since I skipped breakfast. I'm still sleepy. I shouldn't have slept more. Cold water! You accidentally switched your shower head to cold water. Oh well. That woke me up completely. Finished showering, you headed to your room to get ready for school. You grabbed your clothes and started putting them on. You're looking cool, Bruno. Everyone will look at you and just fall in love with you. Not. You sat on your bed playing with your phone for a while before going to school. A text from Mr. Parker. Why do I have his right. We exchanged numbers yesterday. I wonder what it is. Curious, you opened the message he sent you. Hello, Bruno. Good morning. You awake? Morning. I'm so wide awake right now. What's up? No, that's too casual. Let's tone it down a bit. Morning, Mr. Parker. I'm awake right now. Do you need something? And send. You waited for a while, but he hadn't responded yet. I wonder if he read my message. I'm walking to the school right now. I just walked past your apartment. If you want, let's walk together. Oh, is he? I guess that's fine. I'm going to grab my stuff and head outside. Okay, give me 1 minute to get ready. Okay. You made your bed quickly, grabbed your bag and headed outside to meet Mr. Parker. You headed outside, but you didn't see Mr. Parker. Did he leave already? Bruno, over here. Mr. Parker was standing by the vending machine behind you, trying to get as little sun as possible. There he is. What are you doing there? Are you trying to get something to drink? No. I was just trying to stay in the shade. It's somewhat hot today. Really? I don't feel hot at all. Maybe it's because of the cold water earlier? Good for you. Well, maybe I should take this shirt off. Well, if you want people to think you're a freak, sure. But then, I suppose not. I wouldn't mind if you took your clothes off in my room, though. I wanted to say that, but that will make it awkward. I'm surprised you're already awake. I thought you'd still be sleeping. What makes you think like that? Well, you remember the first day? You're late to school. But weren't you late too? Anyway, let's start walking. The sooner we get to the school, the better. Agreed. Why don't you take the bus? I prefer walking, so I think I have to start exercising more. I'm not confident enough to go to the gym more than twice a day. I thought walking would help me lose some of this belly fat. Liz likes to tease me about it. I know she's just playing around. Though I can't help but feel self-conscious about it. I think it's perfectly fine though. Bears are naturally big, aren't they? True, but I want to have big strong arms and a flat belly too. Your arms are already big and strong. Can't say that about the belly though. Ugh. Like I said before, I don't mind your belly, as long as you stay healthy. And I have a thing for big guys like you, but there's no way I'm going to tell you that. Oh, look at her. There wasn't anybody but a woman walking on the pavement. Oh, she's really pretty, huh? That female bear is... what do people call it these days again? Volley goals? Yeah, volley goals. Thick. I'm not sure if that's most people's body goals, but I shouldn't complain. Everyone is beautiful to me. But female, huh? Well, it never occurred to me before. But does he even like guys? Would he be grossed out if I knew I like guys? Ugh, maybe I'll find out someday. Are you okay? Yeah, was just thinking about stuff, that's all. What is it? Oh, nothing too important. Let's go to school. Okay. You and Mr. Parker arrived at the school earlier than expected, the awkward feeling from the last conversation having faded. But that didn't mean you were feeling less awkward yourself. It's a little questionable, a student and a teacher walk into class together, isn't it? People might think that well, there aren't too many students here today. Huh? Well, look around. For half the people here are missing that usually come here. Once you got your mind off what you were thinking, you saw Mr. Parker was right. Hey, yeah, it's like a smaller school suddenly. I heard that some college students stopped caring about a class pretty early. Oh, that's definitely a problem. I hope none of my students do that. Well, let's hope not. Anyway, let's get going. Yes. The two of you started walking to the classroom. Neither of you had anything to talk about on the way, so you went into the classroom with Parker following closely behind you. Surprisingly, Mark was already there to see both of you coming in. Ah, Bruno, good morning. Morning. Back from your breakfast date? You were immediately flustered, causing you to land in your seat ungracefully. I'll take that as a yes. Don't be ridiculous. What are you even talking about? Here's a better question. What did you think I was talking about? Ugh. Man, it's too easy. For real though, why were you and Mr. Stone walking to class together? Give me a second to unfluster myself. Ooh, unfluster. I like it. This lion, I swear. He likes teasing me too much. Should I even tell him what happened? Well, we happened to cross paths on the way to class, so it didn't make sense to just avoid each other. A likely story. A true story. I can tell you just made that up. Mark crossed his arms in disappointment. Fine, don't tell me. I'll find out sooner or later. Mr. Thornton, please don't pester your classmate. Thornton? Why does that sound familiar? It's nothing to worry about, Mr. Stone. You're distracting a fellow student. Face forward and pay attention. You're here to learn, aren't you? Heh. So much for that conversation. Now that everyone's here, let's get started. There's some people missing. I hope I didn't jinx Mr. Parker earlier. Today I think we should go over an example of a prose poem together. It'll really help showcase some of the literary devices we've been talking about, so you can put them in context. Oh, a prose poem example, finally. Mr. Parker pulled out a short pamphlet and started looking through it. Oh, here it is. I know some of you don't have your textbooks yet, so I thought it'd be best if I chose a poem that wasn't in the English 101 text, which means everyone can participate on an equal level. You looked around. Mr. Parker seemed to be looking for a reaction from the class, but it was the same as ever. Mostly bored people trying to sneakily look at their phones. Even the ones paying attention didn't seem eager to say anything. Anyway, this poem is Metals, Metals by Russell Edson. Out of the golden west, out of the leaden east, into the iron south and into the silver north. Oh, metals, metals everywhere. For okay, this is a little fast to read. Hang on a sec. Eyes up front, please. Even though he said to look up front, you couldn't help noticing others around you not looking up front. It was starting to make you uncomfortable. These guys are kind of rude. And I'm just going to wait till I can get the whole poem on the log. then I can read it. Out of the golden west, out of the leaden east, into the iron south, and into the silver north. Oh, metals, metals everywhere, forks and knives, belt buckles and hooks. When you are beaten you sing, you do not give anyone a chance. You come out of the earth and fly with men. You lodge in men, you hurt them terribly, you tear them, you do not care for anyone. Oh, metals, metals, why are you always hanging about? Is it not enough that you hold men's wrists? Is it not enough we let you in our mouths? Why is it you will not do anything for yourself? Why is it you always wait for men to show you what to be? And men love you. Perhaps it's because you soften so often. You did, it is true, pour into anything men asked you to. It has always proved you to be somewhat softer than you really are. Oh, metals, metals, why are you always filling my house? You are like family. You do not care for anyone. That's the last line. A heavy, uncomfortable afterglow hung in the air after Mr. Parker read the poem, for more than one reason. Everyone looked around as if trying to silence the urge someone to speak up first. Perhaps more importantly, is it just me, or did Mr. Parker read that poem differently in the last parts? Now, since you've all heard it once, can you guys identify any poetic devices we talked about? Ones that were distinct to you? Oh, I know this kind of scene. He's going to keep trying to get something out of us and we'll just be too shy to say anything. It's like admitting we weren't paying attention or that we're too dumb to understand. Or both. I really feel bad for him. Should I fight past my nerves and say something? Anyone? Anything? This is the participation portion of the class. Well, yes, Bruno? Calm down, jeez. Oh, there is one thing I noticed. The poem had a lot of repetition. There are a few different things repeated, but what stood out to me was how it said, "You do not care for anyone" at the start and at the end. At first it just sounded like it was describing metal for what it was. It has no emotions, because duh. But that bit at the end, when it was compared to family, it made me think the poem had more to it than one would think at first. Good, great start. Anyone want to follow up on that? Mr. Thornton, is something wrong? No, nothing. But you picked a really heavy poem to start with. I was a little shocked. All the built-up abusive language and then having it relate to the family members, don't you think that might hit a little close to home for some people? We haven't gotten to know each other too well. That's quite the risky poem to read, in my opinion. Ah. Actually, that's what I liked about it. Yeah, it was kind of boring till the last part. It kind of shocked me, in a good way. Oh, that's a fairly common technique for poems with a meandering style like this one. Talking on and on about one topic until the reader thinks there'll be nothing but that topic. Then they put a twist on it. Something to make you remember it. Is no one going to mention how gendered the whole thing was? Men this, men that. It was kind of gross. Good point. This poem was published in 1973, so it was past a few cultural revolutions by that point. Why would the author emphasise men in the poem, when it's clearly past being a neutral noun by that point? It seems everything worked out. Mr. Parker led an energetic discussion for the poem for a while, then moving on to his lecture for the day. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for a nice discussion, everyone. You stretch your arms, ready to pack your things and head out. Mark. The two of you stopped what you were doing and looked over to him. What's up? Well, nothing too important, but I have to remind you, if you keep pestering your classmates, I'll have to separate you in class. Yuck. Fine, Mr. Stone. I'll behave. I'm sorry. Wow. Mark nil, Mr. Parker 1. Anything else? Oh no, nothing at the moment. Then I'll be at the playground if you want to hang out or whatever, Bruno. I have your number, so I'll give you the location later. Oh, you didn't have to be that harsh, Mr. Parker. It was for the best. If I didn't do that, he wouldn't behave. That's fair, I suppose. When he was giving you a hard time, I couldn't let that happen. Did you say something? Nothing. Curious. Now, putting that aside, would you like to eat lunch together today? Give me a bit to decide. Cool, I'll be waiting in the cafeteria. Okay. Before you walked out of the classroom, Mark sent you a message. How did he get my number again? I don't remember. Oh, whatever. Let's open the message. Hey Bruno, I'm at the playground right now. Feel free to come here. I'm bored. Here's the map for the playground, just in case you want to go there. Okay, thanks. No problem. Now I should decide where I want to go. I'm just going to skip the info because it'll be useful if you're playing the game. Here we go, these are all our options. We're going to the cafeteria. I skipped breakfast today. Now I need to eat or I'll starve. You decided to eat lunch with Mr. Parker. Bruno, I'm here. He waved his hand around to let you know where he was. Everyone was looking at him for a while. Wow, he's got good eyes. Can't believe he could see me in this crowd. He didn't have to wave like that, though. I could see him just fine. You approached him and sat on the chair across from his. Well, I'm glad you decided to come here. Well, I thought you had gone somewhere else. I was about to get something to eat. Oh, come on, Mr. Parker. I was away for no more than 10 minutes. I'm hungry, okay? I haven't had any breakfast. Same, though. I skipped breakfast for an extra sleeping hour. Pretty much the same for me. Liz didn't wake me up today. She didn't have any classes. Oh, yeah, that's why I didn't see her today. Well, she's a handful. I bet. Anyway, I'm getting food. I can get some for you if you want. Oh, I'm so hungry I could eat basically anything. Cool. We got a discount for your teacher, so don't worry about paying. He walked to the counter to get the food. Some reason I just feel like I don't have to pay for anything I'm with him. I gotta pay him back someday. But how? Oh crap, I've got to tell him I don't eat as much as he does. He's gonna bring me a lot of food. You sat there thinking about how much food you'll have to eat later. Mr. Parker walked toward you with 2 plates of food. Like what you guessed, they were enormous. He sat down and put the food on the table while you looked at it in awe. Can I even finish this? Oh, by the looks of it, it seems like you won't be able to finish it. Well, that's okay. I'll eat the rest. Is it that noticeable? Well, very. Okay then, thanks. Well, no problem. Let's dig in. You started to eat lunch with Mr. Parker. I just noticed. Hash browns, eggs, bacon. This doesn't feel like lunch to me. You don't like it? No. I was expecting sweets and stuff. Well, if you want me to get that carrot cake, I'll get it. Oh, but please don't. I'm not sure I can finish this anyway. This is like breakfast, lunch and dinner combined for me. I got too much, it seems. I'll try to finish it. Oh, I actually shouldn't eat this much. If Gilbert saw this, I'd be dead. Yes, you'll be dead for 2 reasons. First, you call me by that name. Second, you promise me you won't eat this much. Well, I mean, when did you get here? Right when you said you shouldn't eat that much food. It's a good thing you're aware that you shouldn't eat that much, but you don't make an effort to do it. Let me eat this much, only this time. If you're not serious about losing weight, please don't bother me. I'm sorry. Eat as much as you want, because starting tomorrow you'll start eating less. Okay. Anyway, why are you here? Aren't you coaching today? I'm here to get something to drink. Why? Oh, nothing. Coach Gill looked at you and smiled. Sorry about that, Bruno. You're enjoying your lunch? Oh, yeah, Coach. I didn't know you can eat that much. Maybe I can reconsider treating you food. Anyway, I have to go now. You two have fun. Coach Gill squeezed his shoulder, and before he headed out he said something. Now we're going to talk later, Parker. So, about my food. I can't finish it. Are we going to throw it away? Oh, hell no. I'm eating all of it. Well, here you go. He ate your food and all you could do was sit there watching him gobble it all. So good. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the food. Yeah. What is it? Oh, I like to walk after eating a lot, so I thought I'd go to the park. All right. Do you want to go together? Let's go with him today. This will be a good chance to get to know him. I'm going with him. Well? Yeah, let's go. You joined Mr. Parker on a post-lunch walk through the park. As you and Mr. Parker arrived at the entrance of the park, you noticed the wind had started to pick up. Windy day today. Windy day today, I suppose. Oh, my fur gets all messed up with dry wind. I hate it. Oh boy, tell me about it. I look like a big brown cotton ball with strong dry winds. Oh God, I can just imagine the static crackling off you, poor guy. Oh, it's even worse in the summer. Does anyone actually like summer? Humans do, some of them. Weirdos. Hey, at least someone likes it. Might as well. Not going away anytime soon, after all. Some days I just want to take a big-ass fan and blow the sun away. I'll help you angle it. Operation Sun-Blowing Job is already underway. Yeah. About time someone showed that big hot wall of gas who's boss. You alright, Mr. Parker? So, about what happened in class today. I'd almost forgotten. We're having such a nice time. Oh, come on, don't be like that. I was going to ask you about the poem I read today. Oh, what about it? Now that you mention it, I do wonder if I was too lenient with that situation. Maybe having you and Mark sit separately is a better idea. Oh, I wouldn't worry too much. Mark seemed pretty upset at the idea. I think he'll have good classroom manners from now on. I'm still not sure, but I'll consider what you said. Back to the poem. The reason I ask is because, if you liked it, I could have more poems of that kind get discussed in class. I did like how you read Metals, so I wouldn't mind more like that. Oh, I won't be the only one reading them. You guys will be reciting a few yourselves. Oh. Good. Oh, it's not as bad as you might think. I'm not grading you on how eloquent you can speak. Once you've spoken a few lines out loud, you'll feel a little more confident. Will I, though? Oh, you will. Have faith. Did you just read my mind? Your face just had this will I, though look to it. Yeah, I'm like an open book right now. Mr. Parker ruffled your hair. Don't worry about it. Yeah. As for the poem today, I liked it well enough. I think hearing or reading poems like that 3 times a week would get boring. Oh, fair enough. We'll look into a different kind of poem next week then. I think that would be best, but I can't speak for everyone else. Given their expressions while I was reading it, I think changing up the style of poem is a safe bet. Everyone was so rude about that. I can get not feeling too engaged, but they should have at least not looked so dismissive. It's fine. Well, every teacher has to deal with unengaged students. I didn't handle it too well today, so this is a lesson for me to keep my cool. Okay. Unengaged is a word, right? Yes, no worries. Oh, hello there, sir. You hadn't paid him any mind, but Mr. Parker took the time to walk over to an old man sitting on a bench.
Ah, Parker, my boy. And you brought a friend?
Oh, yes. Hello, Bruno just passing by.
Very nice to meet you. Time's been running a bit short, but you still picked a good day to visit. Everything's just been cleaned.
Hmm? Both you looked over at the roads and hills that made up the park. A significant lack of litter and weeds was noticeable. Well, it has been cleaned. Well, it looks very nice.
We have a very gracious volunteer to thank for that. He had more important things to do, but he helped us anyway. Though I can't help feeling concerned about the poor tiger.
Tiger? Sorry, sir, but what do you mean you're concerned?
Me and my big mouth. It's not my place to say, but I will tell you to be kind to strangers you meet, young man. You never know who's in a pickle.
Yes, sir.
Good, now the two of you really do need to hurry along.
Oh, what do you mean? The old man held out a hand. Just as he did so, you felt a cold raindrop hit the edge of your left ear. Oh. Uh-oh, not again. The rain poured too soon, you couldn't even leave the park. We're stuck together again. Thankfully there's a small gazebo in the park for volunteer workers. Well, there's this at least. Yeah, that's better than staying out there in the rain. I'm personally fine with the rain. Saying though, isn't that Lars? Hey Lars, come here.
It's you, Lars. Bruno,
On his voice.
Bruno, and did we meet before?
I'm Parker, Bruno's English teacher.
Parker. Have we met before?
I don't think so.
Okay. Name's Lars, by the way.
What are you doing here?
Well, I was doing volunteer work, then I napped, and suddenly it rained all over my face, yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
Anyway, I have to go now. I had to do something important.
But it's still raining.
Oh, I'll do fine, don't worry.
He patted your head and ruffled your hair.
And it was nice to meet you, Mr. Parker.
Oh, Parker's just fine.
Okay, noted. Well, see you around.
Be safe, Lars. Someone you know?
Yeah.
Are you too close? Not really. We met a few times and that's it. Well, you guys look close though, with the head pat and all. I don't know why he did that. Okay. Is he jealous? Nah, that's not it, I'm sure. Why'd he be jealous in the first place? Seems impossible. He's my professor and I'm a student. Well, that aside, I want to go home now. I'm tired after all that walking, honestly. In this rain. Well, if you're fine with it. Yeah, I don't mind. Let me get my backpack cover then. Great. I'm ready. Yeah? Whenever you're ready. Oh, give me a moment. Okay, I'm ready. You went home with Mr. Parker despite the rain. Finally here. Man, I'm soaked. Huh, I didn't know you could run that fast. Don't underestimate me, Mr. Parker. Anyway, since we're already here, I'm going in now. Actually, I'm going to stay here until the rain stops. Is that okay? Sure, come in. Oh, sorry for the boxes. I still haven't put them in the storage room. Oh, don't worry about it. Stay there. I'm going to get a towel for you. All right. You headed to your room as fast as you could. It wasn't that easy because you were still wearing your socks, making it slippery. Once you were in your room, you grabbed a towel for yourself and one for Mr. Parker. You removed your clothes and started drying yourself. You did it fast before the floor got too wet. You looked for clothes to wear in your wardrobe. When you were done, you grabbed a dry cloth and started wiping the floor with it. Then you put the wet clothes into the laundry in the bathroom and headed to the living room. Sorry it took so long. I had to dry up and wipe the floor. Oh, that's okay. You handed them the towel. You can go to the bathroom and dry yourself. Take a warm shower if you want to. I don't mind. Alright, will do. Thanks, Bruno. Since he's in the bathroom, I'm going to clean this mess. Bruno, where's the bathroom? First door on your right. Thanks. You started moving these boxes to the storage room. That should do it. Dang, the room looks a lot cleaner now. I'm tired. Let's sit down on the couch. You plopped yourself down on the couch. Oh, Mr. Parker is taking so long. I guess he's taking a warm shower. doesn't that mean he's naked right now? Ah, bad thoughts, go away. But really, does he have spare clothes? Maybe we should ask him. I can just yell since the bathroom is next to the living room. Hey, Mr. Parker. No answer. Maybe he can't hear me since it's raining. I'll try again. Mr. Parker. What is it? Ah, he answered. Do you have any spare clothes to wear later? Oh, I think I do. Don't worry about it. You can put your wet clothes in the dryer. Don't worry about it. Okay. Hey. Oh, you finished showering? What's with your clothes? Well, these are my underclothes. That's barely spare clothes. Oh, don't sweat it. We're both males and adults. I usually dress like this when Liz is around. And it's new anyway. I suppose so, but I'm your student. What would other people think if they saw this? He looked around curiously. I don't see anyone here but us. Fair point. Well, may I sit there? Sure, make yourself at home. It's more awkward than I thought. Sure, it was awkward when I went to his place yesterday, but Liz was around. Now it's just both of us here, and we're both adults. My heart can't stop beating so fast. He looked up at him. He didn't look bothered by it. Looked like he'd only one that was worked up over this. Are you okay? Your face is getting red. You caught a cold? You realised that you were staring at him for a while. He looked at you and put his paw on your forehead. But your temperature is normal. That's weird. No, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just tired. I think I'm going to nap a little bit soon. Ah, okay. Is it okay if I turn on the TV? Sure. Thanks. He switched on the TV and you watched the TV with him. This Harusu thing again. Man, they really like to cover this story. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Wonder if we can experience it. All right. I've got to tell you, but we're going to have a 2-day school break. You can check your calendar if you're curious. That's good to know. Maybe later. I'm too lazy to check it anyway. Shouldn't you tell Liz that you can't go home due to the rain? Yeah, I don't want her to get worried. You wouldn't believe it, but she filed a missing person report when I got home late. That's wild. But when was that? A year ago, I think. I went to work on something with Gil, and I didn't tell her. My phone battery ran out and I thought nobody would look for me, so I didn't charge my phone. I decided to sleep in Gil's place, and when I charged my phone, I noticed I had maybe 30 missed calls. The crazy thing is, when I walked home, I saw Liz putting up missing person posters in the neighbourhood. Her reaction was priceless. Wow, that's crazier than I expected. Yeah, it was a mess. A fun one. Well, that's why I like her. Okay. Well, I should tell her before she starts calling the police. Give me a moment. Okay. He likes her? What does that mean? Are they dating? I don't know. Let's try not to think of it that much. Yeah, I'll go home soon. Talk to you later. Okay, that should do it. Well, I'm wondering, what's your agenda? No, nothing. Oh, wait. I might have used the wrong expression. I meant, what's your everyday schedule? I wake up, go to school and go home. Nothing too exciting. Pretty much like me then. Except I have to train with Gil. Such joy. Oof, hang in there, Mr. Parker. I'll try. Maybe this is not my business, but why are you trying to lose weight? Well? Oh, just getting self-conscious. I see. I can relate. Well, I trust your judgment. I like you the way you are. His face was getting red, and soon after he realised that what you said earlier was making him blush. Oh, I meant don't mind how you look right now. If you want to lose weight, that's fine by me. If you don't, well, that's not a problem either. Man, I really said something embarrassing, didn't I? I hope he wasn't bothered by it. Thanks, Bruno. Oh, I appreciate that. Mr. Parker didn't say anything after that, nor did you. You decided to watch the TV to hide your embarrassment. But your eyes were getting heavier and you fell asleep faster than you thought. Ah, the rain stopped. Hey Bruno, fell asleep, huh? I can't let him sleep here. But how am I going to carry him to his room? Where's his room even? And I wonder if my clothes are dry. Maybe I should stay here tonight? I wonder if he'll be okay with that. There we go. That was Parker's Day 4. It's available on itch. Of course, you can support Andy Peng on Patreon as well. He's doing a good job, and he's got some more updates there for patrons. So the next public Parker update, I'll be doing a video then. Until then, talk to you again.